What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the JuiceBox presented by LOCKCITY. Very quickly, before we get into today's video, we're going to be having a little giveaway in the Discord for a Kukri knife min-wear safari mesh. All you got to do to be entered for this one, it's going to be super easy. You got to obviously make sure that you're subscribed here on YouTube, and then head on down to our Discord at the bottom of the screen, 100% free, discord.gg/LOCKCITY. Join up in the Discord, and then head to our CS2 giveaways channel. In that channel, you'll see a very similar post to this one on your screen here. All you got to do is react to that post with the CS2 emoji and you will be immediately entered for this giveaway. If you don't already have a knife, this will be a super or relatively low volume giveaway. I can't imagine there's going to be too many people in there because we're kind of just getting started on the channel. So a nice way to win a knife if you don't have one. If you do already have one, great, you can still win a nice $55 min-wear Kukri knife safari mesh. So without further ado, let's just kind of get into things here. Today's video obviously going to be regarding the StarLadder Major, more specifically our quarterfinals picks. The quarterfinals here are going to be taking place across Thursday and Friday. We got 8 absolutely great teams. I think most of them, well, all in the top 15. I was going to say all in the top 10, but FaZe I don't think is top 10. They're just on the cusp of it. So 8 really good teams in here. We got Spirit, we got Falcons, we got Vitality, we got Mongols, we got FURIA, Na'Vi, MOUZ, and FaZe Clan. Little bit of spoiler in terms of where my pick'ems are headed. I ended up taking Spirit here over Falcons. I took Vitality over Mongols. I took FURIA over Na'Vi, and then I took MOUZ over FaZe Clan. In the semifinals, I took Vitality over my Spirit guys, and then down in the other semifinal, I took FURIA over MOUZ. So my grand final is FURIA and Vitality, and then I have FURIA taking down Vitality in a best of 5 grand final. So we'll talk about obviously picks here for tomorrow, kind of what we're looking at in terms of schedule. So these semifinals, or sorry, these quarterfinals are going to take place over the course of 2 days. On the first day, which will be Thursday, we'll have 2 matchups. We'll have Spirit and Falcons, and then we'll have Vitality and the Mongols. And then on Friday, at the same start times, we're going to have the other 2 matches. That's going to be MOUZ and FaZe Clan, followed by FURIA and Na'Vi. I've got a couple of picks on Thunderpick on the board here for Thursday and Friday's matchups, one of which is going to span over the course of both days, and then the other one is going to be a single bet for one of the Thursday matches, and I'm sure you could probably guess which one it is based on the odds and the value and who I took in my pick'ems. So let's hop on over to Thunderpick. Let's see what we have on the board for Thursday and Friday for these quarterfinals. For those of you that watch the videos regularly, you know that all of the odds that will be discussed in today's video will be on thunderpick.io, which is one of the top books in the world for esports betting. You can deposit on Thunderpick using crypto, credit card, Apple Pay, Visa Debit, or via their new gift card deposit, which allows you to purchase and deposit a Thunderpick gift card amount directly to your balance. And Thunderpick has lines for all of your favorite esports, including but not limited to CS2, League, Dota, Valorant, Overwatch, COD, Fortnite, Rocket League, and so much more. If you visit tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP, you can get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit all the way up to $600 or whatever the equivalent is in your local currency. Any amount that you deposit up to $600 will get immediately matched by Thunderpick for you to be able to use for your esports picks. We've obviously been super profitable on CS2, but with that deposit bonus, you can always try your luck with some of your other favorites with that free money to play with. That's tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP for a 100% deposit bonus at Thunderpick up to $600. All right, y'all. So I'm going to have 2 plays on the board here for Thursday and Friday. The first one, the main one that we'll talk about, is going to be Spirit on the money line. Given the odds, this is obviously justifiable as a single bet, and the other 3 I'm going to be throwing into a parlay there. But the first one that we'll talk about here is going to be Spirit as an underdog on the money line against Falcons. Completely understand the Falcons pick. If you don't want to rock with Spirit for this, if you don't have Spirit taken in your pick'ems, just avoid this one. I completely understand. I get it. Donk historically has not been good against Falcons. I don't think he's beaten either Nico or Monacy ever in a head-to-head here. So we'll scroll down, look at map pools. This surprises me. 51% public consensus on Spirit. I do agree. I think it's very close to 50-50, but I have to personally give the edge to Spirit. When you're looking at the map pool, it doesn't necessarily look that way. I don't think we're going to see either Inferno or Train. Spirit obviously will ban Inferno first. Falcons will ban Overpass first, which takes away a really good map from Spirit. I would imagine we're probably going to see Mirage, Dust 2, and Ancient as our 3 selected here. Spirit, I don't know if they'll pick into Ancient. That's what I would pick into if I were them, just to try and get a win off the bat there. And then on the Falcon side of things, I could see them picking into Mirage as their opener and then leaving Dust 2 maybe as a decider. I think that's definitely realistic. Again, I know the head-to-head is not there. I just can't see a world where Donk goes his entire career without beating these guys and beating this Falcons roster. So I'm going Spirit on the money line. For the pick'ems, you need to get at least 2 of the quarterfinal picks right. I did go out on a limb, and I'm going with Spirit here, but completely understand if you, again, want to go with the Falcons here or just want to lay off this one entirely. Completely get it. But my first play here is going to be Spirit on the money line, 1.90x. 2 units on this one is going to pay 3.8 units. And then the other one, I'm just going with 3 favorites here on the money line for the other 3 quarterfinals. That's going to be Vitality over Mongols, MOUZ over FaZe, and FURIA over Na'Vi. I could definitely see a world where one of these goes lopsided, and I know the odds aren't great on it, but I do still see value in this one. I think Vitality should get past Mongols. They definitely have a point to prove. Mongols look good toward the end of stage 3 there. They were able to secure a playoff spot with a nice convincing win over G2 where they look dominant. But when push comes to shove, this will be Controla's first time on the stage with this Mongols roster here, going into a playoff environment. I think Vitality is much more well-versed for this sort of a situation. I'm going to be going with Vitality. I'm then going to be going with MOUZ over FaZe. Similar-ish kind of reason. I know that Jacob's been playing out of his mind, especially in pistol rounds, but I think on the stage when there's 20,000 people all chanting Torshi and cheering for MOUZ, I do trust MOUZ to be able to work behind the crowd here and get the job done against FaZe Clan. Again, completely understand if you want to go FaZe plus 1.5, if you want to go FaZe on the money line, completely get it. Definitely justifiable. I could see FaZe winning that as well. And then down in FURIA and Na'Vi, this one I think is least likely, obviously, for an upset, unless Wonderful just absolutely has a life game here. But I'm going with FURIA here. I think this one's sensible. The odds on it are horrible, so you have to pair it with a couple other things to get close to even money. But I'm going with FURIA on the money line there. This one for me is going to be 2 units. 2.02 times your money is going to pay out 4.04 units. And then overall, in terms of results, how we're looking so far this tournament with the update as of the last day of stage 3. So obviously, those of you will know that followed along for stage 1 and stage 2. We were profitable in both of those stages, up 3.22 units in stage 1, up 3.03 units in stage 2, and then we finished stage 3 7-7 and up 2.06 units. So overall, we are 27 and 25, up 8.31 units coming into the playoffs here. Obviously looking forward to having a profitable playoff bracket, but then in addition to that, building upon this profit that we have gained so far over the first 3 stages. If you like the content that you've been getting in the videos here, feel free to obviously subscribe. Also, if you're interested in that giveaway, join up in the Discord at the bottom of the page. Both of those are requirements. But if you like this content, make sure to like this video, turn on post notifications, comment down below, let me know who you have taken home the trophy here at the StarLadder Budapest Major. And we'll see y'all back here, I guess, Friday afternoon for some Saturday matchups for the semifinals. Thanks for listening. Take care.